It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now it's Trubisky going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking deep for Gabriel. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A give to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I got you.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. The catch made by Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now Trubisky on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Trubisky to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the handoff, this is Howard. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this trip.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
I don't care what anyone says. To me, it takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to call a running play in this down and distance. I mean, you're talking 3rd and 10, and sometimes the angles line up really well on a running play.
Well, it caught him totally off guard, obviously.
I think you catch him in some pass drops, and now you're able to fire out and get some space and create it for your runner and let your blockers get a good approach attack on the defenders.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now it's Breida shedding the tackle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Uses the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's going to look, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
13, 13. Black 80, 80. 11, 11. 21, 21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
I got you. 12, fellas, here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Black 80, 180.
Now this time Garoppolo will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They try again with Cohen. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's got the hook up here, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This is Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Garoppolo on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They get it to him running left. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
65, 65.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.